Hello and welcome to the Super Pershing. Din, 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 din. So, the Super Pershing. Yes, is it super? Is it not super? We are going to get a buff on the Super Pershing in the next patch. At least that's what I heard. The front plate here will be buffed in some kind of way, so we can expect to not get auto-penned pretty much like in like some time before. So I think it will be interesting, or even more interesting to play the Super Pershing. When it comes to the armor, I think this plate got lowered, so this area got enlarged. Not sure about it, but I didn't remember this being that great, that big. This area here is more or less an auto pen, so if something shoots you there, you will be penetrated easily. What else to say about the Super Pershing? The gun is very nice. I do much like it. I normally start out the rounds with APCR. I don't even know why I wouldn't. The Super Pershing doesn't have much penetration. To 170, and I mostly play it for fun and not for credit grinding purposes. I was asking about the CDC, how it is, what makes it special. I know this question must have been asked like 1 billion times ago, but I was just like asking, and I was being really lucky about the people answering me. So very, very nice companions that just answered all of my questions pretty much, and that's not often. Normally you hear something like, "Ah, fuck off, get the fuck, whatever." This time it wasn't like this. And I appreciate. So there we have an RHM. It's not really necessary to have APCR loaded here, right? But yeah, whatever. I should have reloaded some HE. But there are other tanks that do need to be shot at with something more penetrating. Jack Panther 2, don't do that. I mean, Jack Panther 2 is not a heavy armored tank, so let me explain that. The hull is a Panther 2's hull, so you pretty much, if you ever played the Panther 2, you do know that the Panther 2 does have absolutely no armor. Like, nothing, yeah. By the way, I see that our team is fairly spread and that they do not have much over here, at least I supposed to. So I was like, okay, we need to make a move, and I'm getting more and more aggressive. Since it's 0-3 already, we lost our 2 AMX Chasseurs de Chars and the Jack Panther 2, which is quite unfortunate because the Jack Panther 2, now we get the roll back. Jack Panther 2 is very fast. It is very maneuverable. It has a decent gun, and in terms of maneuverability, and it's really great. So don't ever underestimate it, and do not make the mistake to think that it won't appear on the other side of the map in no time. Eh? So now I do have HE loaded, by the way. This was a silly shot to take. Boom. But this one wasn't. So I tried to ram it, but the Super Pershing was faster. But yeah, it was pretty much to help him, so he helped himself. It's 1-6. Our team is meh. Let's say meh. Or on the other hand, check this out. All those TDs are still here, or all those tanks, and those tanks are lit. So it's them and this. And that means pretty much the whole team went for the other side and left only this RHM and, I don't know, the Jack Panther in the middle over here. It was obvious that this game would be lost because this lemming train. So if there is a lemming train with the whole team and the other side is not fast enough to I don't know, push back or whatever, it's hard to explain, then you will lose against a lemming train, because what is a lemming train? It's pretty much some coordinate full gun attack on one side. Alright? That's something you use in clan wars or tank companies and stuff. So you form yourself to a huge bunch of people and you try to have more guns on one place than the other one. So yeah, they pretty much did that. I'm trying to get to cover here, making sure that I do not get shot by too many tanks. Oh! And that's pretty nice. I mean, at least, although my team is just getting raped by 2 to 11, I do have some fella that I can shoot to gain some damage. And here I'm switching to AP shells, just to reduce the expenses on this guy. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna or not gonna make him burn, but yeah, whatever. I won't, but his engine is damaged, so if he comes back to battle, he will have not much fun. Snap! Okay, so that's for that. 1,300 damage in my pocket! So, the game is pretty much lost anyway, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck this, screw it, doesn't really matter. Oh, and there we have the Panther too. This guy was sniping me before. That was a silly shot to take, to be honest. So it was pretty much unnecessary. I was trying a blind shot in this direction, but yeah, it rather didn't work. Boom! So the Super Pershing is still very bouncy if you know how to bounce, but yeah, don't expect too much when you fight against tier 10 tanks, tier 9 tanks, because it's not going to do much for you. Boom! Jackman's a 2-hole. I would have penned it with the normal AP shells easily. For fuck's sake. Bam. So, I would have destroyed it with the normal AP shells as well, but yeah, sometimes you just don't take your chances, right? I think I might be able to kill this guy as well. Would be funny, wouldn't it? And now there is a really lucky type. I don't know how that shell missed. Seriously. I mean, the aiming circle was smaller than the tank. I don't know how that missed. It would have been glorious if I would have taken that last kill. But on the other hand, I shouldn't have gone for auto aiming, but I wanted to keep some vision on the map. That would have been cool. That would be really cool. 5 kills. Maybe I would have even got a sixth one. I would have never won this battle. That's completely out of discussion. I mean, even the Ferdinand and those guys do have a lots of penetration. ISU never fucking ever. So many tanks, it wouldn't have worked. I mean, it would have been like, what? I don't know. With that low amount of HP, I don't think so. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in the next one.